Welcome one and all to my YouTube channel, Technobabble. I am the Technobabbler here with your Greggor Designs Hybrid LP Build Series. And if you have not yet checked out the last episode, be sure to do so because there are a lot of changes and I wouldn't want to spoil anything for you. So, I'm going to pause here for just a minute for you to determine if you are ready to move on with the episode or if you need to go back and watch some of the previous episodes. Okay, so let's move on. You guys recall last time, the Greggors moved into a brand new apartment in the same building with the caveat of they can do any sort of renovations they want to the new apartment. However, they do need to find some tenants for their old apartment. So in this episode today, we're going to do some construction of the new apartment. We are going to do some... we're going to see if we can't find some new tenants, and we're going to just dive into the episode and see where the episode takes us. So let's dive right into it. Let's see. It is Thursday. Does Anya have work today? It looks like she does at 10 a.m. She is having a shower. Lucas, of course, made her a pot of coffee before he went for his morning jog, which it looks like he just got back from. So I think I will have him go inside, and let's take a look at the apartment that they're in. And also, he's got earbuds. I got the fitness pack, and apparently that's a really big deal, is these earbuds. So does he have them in right now? Looks like he does, which is kind of fun, and he can listen to music. So let's take a look at the apartment here. So here is what we are thinking about doing. Lucas and Anya were talking, and they want to open up the kitchen space a little bit more. I think they're going to convert this space into a master bedroom and bathroom here. And then make this, I think Lucas wants to make this a home gym. So he's going to have to really push his case for having a home gym and a home office. But they have the space. It is a massive space. So I think I'm going to have him come in here. And he needs to maybe fix a little breakfast. Is he hungry? No, he's not too hungry. And is Anya hungry? Nope, she's doing all right. So he's going to come in here and he is going to use the restroom. And you guys may notice that the money is a little bit off from last time you were watching. So Anya went online and posted a bunch of pictures of a bunch of furniture that she wanted to sell because they had a lot of furniture from that first construction job. Because if you guys recall, the tenants left all of their belongings there. And so Anya went online and decided to sell a lot of that stuff and keep just a few items that she thought that they could maybe use. So I think today he is going to do some crafting. He's going to do some work here in the apartment, and we will go into construction mode once Anya heads off to work, which is at 10 o'clock. So in the meantime, oh, her energy's a little bit low, even though she's feeling energized. I don't know why her energy is so low. I think I'm going to go ahead and speed through this part here, and then we will dive right into construction mode. Alright, so it is almost time for her to go to work, and it looks like Anya can now choose a different branch for her work here. So we have a stylist, voila! A snip here, a trim there, pairing of that with that, and boom, a new dash of fashionable, zoosh, snap, snap, snap. That's that new title. It's so in right now. Okay, and what does the trendsetter do? Trendsetter. The task of the trendsetter is to create trends through the medium of fashion and clothing by affecting the look of the world. True peace may be achieved in our time. You know what? I think we're going to have her do the trendsetter. Because if you guys recall, we're also sort of playing her like she's going to become a interior designer. So we are going to say trendsetter, and we are going to do the check mark, and let's see what happens. And I wanted her to go to work today, though. All right, so she got a promotion. She got 900 simoleons for that promotion, and that's going to be beneficial as we're doing some construction on this place. Her next shift is Thursday at 11 a.m., and she is promoted to a posh profiler. Anya has been promoted to posh profiler. She will now make an additional 15 simoleons per hour for a grand total of $85 or 85 simoleons per hour. She has also received the following bonus. All right, we got that. And what else has changed? But okay, well, that's great. So that is super exciting, and she'll go to work at, I guess, 11 a.m. now. So she needs to gather impressions. So how do we actually gather impressions? Do we do that at the board? Let me see. Usually if you mouse over it, it tells you how to do it. Let's see here. If we click on her and we go to, where's her career? I don't want to practice singing. What? I thought there should be like a career option, right? No, I don't see a career option. So we will have to figure out how to gather impressions. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this part, and we will pop right back in when she heads to work, and then we'll be in construction mode. But I thought I had to share this with you guys because that is super exciting news, as we are moving her through a career that I have never played all the way through yet. So as soon as I said that I am going to speed through this part, Izzy invited Anya out for a little celebration of her promotion. So I thought we would tag along with Anya this morning and allow Lucas to start doing some construction while she is out this morning, and then she'll be going to work. And then probably by the time she gets home from work, he will have the place pretty tore up. So I thought this would be perfect, and also we can maybe figure out how we can gather impressions. So let's click on Izzy here and see what some options are. Let's see, we can interview Izzy, and we can criticize style, and we can ask Izzy to model a look. Let's try those two tasks because I've never seen them before, and I wonder if that's how we gather an impression. I don't know if I know how to do this. Or maybe I have to get in an inspired mood first. I don't really remember. And who is this here? Demi Hampton. She looks like a famous person to me. I don't know why. Maybe just because she has that hairstyle. Which I think came with the movie pack. I think. Or Get Famous, I should say. Let's see. So she is chatting up. Let's go ahead and do a cheerful introduction to her. He's modeling for us. He's trying out a style. I love it. I wonder how we gather that. We can definitely compliment his style. We can talk to Demi a little bit more. Let's maybe flatter her some. And we will also, let's ask Demi to model a look as well. We're also trying to get 12 friends. Oh, she's getting ready to go to work. So we are going to have her head to work, even though we are out celebrating. Will she go after her drink, maybe? Will she go at all? Did I click the right one? It seems like she should be going to work. Why is she not going to work? Work in 44 minutes. I don't know what that was. In the meantime, how do we gather this impression, you guys? I've got to figure that out. So let's see. We can discuss fashion with Demi, and we can maybe also, we can ask her to model. Oh, we already did that, I thought. Let's see. What other options do we have in here? Ask her about her career, and we can definitely maybe interview Demi. You know, they're just going to have some drinks, hang out for a little bit. And who's this guy here? This is Ronnie Leach. It looks like we already know Ronnie Leach. Maybe we can ask Ronnie to model a look too. I have not really seen what that does yet. And their conversation seems to be a little bit slowed. There we go. It's picking back up now. So I guess she's going to go to work here in a short while. And I'm going to see if we can't figure out how to gather an impression. And I might have to look it up online. I wonder also how this will work because she goes to work at 11, but her celebration is another 2 hours. I love it. She's out celebrating. Now, Izzy's phone call said, you want to go out this evening? So I said, sure. And then they went out right away because, you know, that's how The Sims works. So I was hoping it would be later this evening. Oh, there you go. She just took a picture. Did that gather an impression? Is that doing anything? Not started yet. All right, well, I'll have to figure out how do we do this, and why can't I figure out... I always thought you just kind of go over that and it picked it up, but apparently not. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and speed through this part, and hopefully she goes to work. So Lucas was just doing a little bit more research on the building itself, looking at some floor plans and the blueprints of the building before he started tearing down some walls, just to make sure that he wasn't going to cause any structural damage to the place. So I'm going to have him go right into construction mode right now so that we can start building. All right, you guys, let's dive into construction. Like I said, I think we're going to make a master bedroom, bathroom here. We're going to extend the kitchen out a little bit, open it up some more, and then work on possibly creating a second bathroom, maybe a little bathroom over here, and then convert this space maybe into a gym. It's pretty big, but, you know, he's wanting to own quite a bit of equipment, so I'm going to go ahead and dive into him doing some construction. Alright, so I have to tell you guys, I am really getting addicted to this building and construction, so I hope you guys are enjoying watching it because I'm having a lot of fun with it. I spent quite a while working on this apartment. So first I wanted to open up the kitchen, and these wooden beams that cost like 300 something simoleons, I thought it was like perfect. Like if you were tearing down a wall, those might be like the timbers in between. So I wanted to leave some of those up, and sort of give it that open feeling. And then I really wanted some sort of door for this wall here. So I had to go through and I was looking at all the different doors, but I wanted it to be a little bit private, but I wanted it also to feel a little bit grand. So I went ahead and put in that big door there. Now I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what kind of kitchen counter I might possibly want. And I honestly struggled with this, and I shouldn't have struggled with it, but you can see I'm like going back and forth between all the colors. And I didn't want to change the tile on the floor. I thought, you know what, there's a lot of it. I don't think you'd want to tear all of that tile up. So I left that sort of big slate tile, which I think I actually might have used in the other apartment, but in a different shade. So I put in these cabinets here that I think came with the My Fitness pack. I'm a little bit obsessed with that pack right now because it's one of my newer stuff packs. And so I'm really like discovering lots of new things inside of it. I was kind of surprised with how much stuff actually came with it that wasn't directly like fitness equipment. So then you can see that I'm struggling with these wooden beams that I literally was obsessed with, but then after I got a bunch in there, I'm like, this is too many. They need to be an accent. I don't like this many of them. So I put a bunch of stuff in here, and then I go and I change it all back up. So just, enjoy the wild ride that is me sort of like figuring out my way through this construction. I really just wanted the kitchen to have an open feeling to it, and now that I'm even like watching this gameplay back, I put this window in and I changed that, and I think I ended up putting a wall in. You know what I might do? I might go in and put like a half wall there. That might actually sort of open it up, but also make it still feel like a separate space. Oh my gosh, this back wall, you guys, the backsplash, I go through literally everything. One of my favorite parts is coming up here where I literally put like different swatches on the wall trying to figure it out. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't put like the top cabinets on as much as I see in other people's builds, but I struggle so much with putting in the backsplashes, and I ended up going with that one there for a while, but spoiler alert, I'm going to change it again when I find a awesome thing from my new fitness stuff pack. There was a background in it that I just absolutely loved. So I can, as you can see right there, I just stuck the closet there because I knew I had it and I didn't know where I wanted to put it yet. So I just kind of took it out of the inventory. And then I wanted to sort of rough out the area where it would be the bathroom. So I figured he would tear out the wooden flooring in there, plaster up a wall or drywall, put in a door, and then I wanted to change this door here because this space here will become sort of his home office as well as Anya's office. And so I imagine they might invite people over, even clients might come over, and then they would turn and go down there. So I almost wanted it to look like the front of like a business so that it felt a little bit more professional instead of just, oh, here, come into this room in my house. And now I'm trying to figure out like what are these walls going to be made out of? What are these walls going to look like? This is when I realized I cannot quite find the color scheme with these beams, and I think, ugh, it might look a little too open. So I said, you know what I need to do? I need to peel off all this wallpaper. So that is what I'm doing. So I decided he'd go in, he'd rip up all those carpet swatches, and then I was thinking he might actually like strip the floors down and put a new finish on them just to sort of make them look a little bit darker and a little bit richer, because that seems like something he would do, and it sort of fits their style a little bit better than that light style. Then it was time to play with this accent wall, and I go through wood and different shades of wood and then stripes, and I am not liking any of it. This is I guess just the creative process all out loud for you guys to see here in eternity on YouTube, because I guess the video will be there forever. So I think this is when I find this wall from the My Fitness pack. Look at it, it's so beautiful. It's just like stone wall, like teeny tiny, like almost like tiled stone, but they're long, and I just fell in love with it, and I went a little crazy with it. So I did that whole wall there. Then I said, I do want this light wall in here. I guess the feeling I'm gonna kind of go with is like industrial modern is what I think I'm gonna go with this apartment, because the last one was very industrial. So I thought, how do I bring that style and a little bit of a modern style to this as well? Because I want it to have clean lines, I want it to feel good, and I want it to have a little bit more of a Anya Greggor feel to it, because I feel like she'd want a little bit more influence over this space as well. So then I went and changed my mind on these counters, and I thought it was all looking a little too like dark and brown in here, and I needed to lighten the place up because I put that dark gray backsplash. So I changed the counters to be this sort of lighter stone color, and I think that's what it is. I think it's made of stone. And that's as far as I thought that Lucas should really get today. So Anya came home and I had a little bit of a computer glitch, but we are back in business. If you guys are not yet following me on Twitter, shameless plug, check me out on Twitter. You will see that I was posting about my recording issues. I am at Technobabble. And so while we got home here, what happened was Lucas was doing all this construction, and the neighbors came over because they were hearing the noise, and they were like, "What is going on in here?" So Lucas invited him in, and he apologized for making all the noise and said he's going to be doing a lot of construction. So he just said, "You know what? I would love if you guys would stick around. I'd like to make dinner for you all." So he is preparing dinner while Anya is talking to them and just sort of getting to know them a little bit better because, you know, she's also a friend of the world. So she wants to make more friends. So she is going to work on her friendships with these people right here who are her neighbors. So we are going to ask about the day, and we are going to tell a dramatic story, and we definitely are going to compliment her style because she is looking sharp in her winter gear here. We could also interview Jeanette. Let's go ahead and interview her. What do we need to do for this one again? Oh, that's right. Gather impressions. While I was having all these computer woes, I hopped on my phone and I looked up how to gather impressions, and I need to do a drawing. So we will work on that a little bit later in the episode. So you can see that Anya is literally exhausted. And it says, "Coffee can stave off the Sandman for a while, but eventually the Sims all need their Z's." And she is almost there. But, let's see, did Lucas make an excellent meal? Oh my gosh, I think he's not going to make an excellent meal because he's in a bad mood. So he made a caprese salad earlier, and that's bad. And now he made chili, and that's poor. And I just feel terrible. We need to, like, get rid of this stove, too. So I'll tell you what. We are going to chat up with Bentley a little bit more, and we are going to flatter him, and maybe we will just talk to him a little bit more. And I'm going to just go ahead and speed through them having a conversation while they are having dinner. So while they were all standing around eating their chili, having a conversation, Lucas learned that Bentley might know somebody who is looking to move to the district they are currently living in here and might be interested in their other apartment. So I think we will explore that tomorrow morning. Right now, I think I need to get these Sims to bed, and then we will continue the episode tomorrow morning. All right, so our Sims are starting their morning off. It looks like he is starting to get some stinky lines on his ripped body. Look at him, you guys. He's huge. His arms are massive. His shoulders are massive. This dude is one fit guy. So I think I am going to let them take care of themselves a little bit here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode. I did not quite get as far as I wanted to in this episode, but I will work on off-camera having Anya improve her painting skill and gather some impressions, which she does by, I think she has to have a piece of artwork in front of her and she can gather an impression from it. And then she can also like paint her own paintings and use that. So I will work on that off camera, and then we will come back to the next episode with them hopefully meeting up with Bentley's friends who are potentially interested in their old apartment. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm having so much fun making it. I really am gravitating to this whole build section of The Sims. I've always enjoyed it. It just takes me a little bit longer, but I really like the balance between being able to play and build here in this hybrid series, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. So until next time, Tomalagi!